Let's go.
Live with the Wolfhard Roar!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glass Sad Full of Nets.
Speed the genius.
Let's go, G-Man, baby. Let's go, boys. Big week.
Big, huge week, by the way.
Huge.
Big, huge week, by the way.
Huge.
Huge. I mean, we're not really, just huge. Huge. Huge week. And of course, my brother, the Grande Cojones, the humor god himself, El Jefe is in the building. You guys know who he is, man. We ain't got to say no more. But of course,
New video out.
Yes, there is a couple. This guy's been fucking working.
I got one a day this week.
He's back.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. This guy's been killing it as usual. And I'm sure a Met and Yankee call will come in between there somewhere.
Dude, I'll make that like this is when you get the energy of the NFL week starting, you get all the extra juice to put all the content you can out there. So today was Russell Wilson. Tomorrow I'm dropping the conversation with my kids about the Giants.
Yes.
Thursday is announcing the sponsor. The first ad is going out there for that.
Fire.
For the sketches.
Fire.
And then hopefully get a Yankees Mets going in there too.
When I talking about working,
Come on,
this guy's
now.
working. This is why he's the humor god himself. This is
Working.
why he's the El Jefe, the cojones, everything underneath.
Genius. I need to be the genius on the baseball sketches.
I got you.
Much.
I got you. We're heating up. Hopefully, both
Come on.
teams are heating up.
And of course, man, don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up, share, subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Don't forget, we're on Spotify and iTunes, all that good stuff, guys. We got a lot of special guests in the building today, so we're not going to keep you no longer. There's something that we do every year, and last year I won, just to let you know. I won. So in this little thing in Revival, man, we have a bet on who's going to be the division leaders in each division. And the winner pretty much gets a free meal and a free night at Tommy's Tavern, which we go to here on Staten Island. So we're going to do something great for you guys. Everyone in the chat who donates, which it goes to Washington, D.C., by the way, who donates $10 in the chat tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
Come and get invited with us to Tommy's, man. Have a drink with us. And, of course, if you win, the meal will be on us, which is insane. So that means you guys can order anything. Not anything, but anything.
You gotta DM us your division picks. Don't put it in the chat because it'll get lost. Send us a DM. Once your super chat, you're in the mix. And if one of you guys wins, you're coming with us to Thomas.
Correct.
On us.
Correct. And also email us if you guys don't have X or IG, the NY Revival at gmail.com. Again, the NY Revival at gmail.com, guys. Don't forget all that stuff in there. Our brother Bartlett emails us. Bartlett, it's time for us to get you exchange numbers or something, man. You're the freaking king here. Shout out to Bartlett in the chat here. But guys, listen, Speed got so much stuff to do too at the end of the show, so we're gonna get right into it. Division leader, Speed, take it away. What you got?
Okay. Oh well, am I going through my whole thing, or are we doing like each division?
Why don't we do this? I'll say the division. You each give me your winner, and we'll run through like that if that's cool.
Let's do it.
For sure.
All right, we're going AFC first, and I just said North, South, East, West. Right? AFC North.
The North.
Spee, who you got?
You know what? I'm buying stock in the Cincinnati freaking Bengals.
I knew you were gonna say that.
To upset the Ravens. I believe in Joe Cool. I believe in Chase. I don't believe in that defense too much.
No,
but they got Hedges back.
How could you?
They got Hedges back. They're going to probably make a trade at some point. I believe in that offense.
They might score 40 a game.
Right.
Eli, who do you like in that division?
Come on, let's not move the goalposts here for this team. We already know who's going to take control of the division, and that's the Baltimore Ravens, man. Defense still good. Offense has got Lamar Jackson. Still the same coaches, and the continuity is still there. going Baltimore Ravens, of course. That's number one.
I'm going to keep
easy.
it quick. Like, there's a lot of like until I see
Talk.
otherwise. This is my division winner. So, all right, AFC South.
All right, E, start this off.
Oh, this is without a question, no doubt in my mind. It's the
No
Texans.
doubt.
CJ Stroud, of course, that team is
talking.
still going to be electric. Texas for me.
Speak.
I'm gonna say, I'm betting him on my post-hype sleeper. I picked these guys last year to win. They fucked up. I'm gonna pick them again. Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. They're gonna be back. Brian,
Wow.
BTJ baby, BTJ. I love that offense again. The defense is pretty decent. Let's go.
I like this, Speed. I just don't know if you're going to win.
Listen,
I'm either gonna lose badly or I'm gonna win.
I love the bold picks because that's how you win in this kind of race here.
Fact.
Yes.
But I'm with Eli again. They got the best quarterback.
Shocking motherfuckers.
Nico Collins back healthy, improving defense. I think Texans got this, but the Jaguars are spicy, and they could be fun. AFC East. This may be a quick one.
You start this off. You start it off, Jeff. What do you like?
Again, until I see otherwise, it's Buffalo. They're not only the best team in that division, they're better than most teams in the NFL. It's Buffalo.
I agree. Listen, let's not overdo it. I think all three of us unanimously will probably choose Buffalo. Come on, guys.
Speed's not that crazy. Okay.
I'll go against the grain on the other two, but I mean, I don't believe in Tua staying healthy. I don't believe in New England. It still has a little bit to go. I think they're on the rise, and the Jets are not there yet either.
Man.
So
I don't know about the Jets. That's the
Now,
wild card for me.
This
Definitely
next
not.
one could be interesting. AFC West. You got the Chiefs, who are, this is the Hall of Fame coaches division, right? Anybody picking someone besides the Chiefs? If so, speak your mind.
Broncos. You want to talk about cockamamie, out of the loop, the idea, whatever it is. I just think the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm with you on this one, Speed. Maybe I've been drinking.
Yeah.
I just think that Kansas City Chiefs, it's on a decline, in my opinion. I think Philly figured them out, right? Philly figured them out.
Wow.
There's gonna be tape there. So I just really think the team that is hot, young, and that's coming up with a good quarterback just might be the Denver freaking Broncos. And Sean Payton, you can't really negate that guy over there. I don't know, man. It's just something about the hype train of Denver for me in that division, taking it over. And I'm not talking about, a convincing 11 wins. I'm talking about maybe a 9 and maybe a 10 win while, the Chiefs will still make the playoffs, but they'll be in the mix. But I just think Denver's going to squeeze out that 1 or 2 games to kind of take that division over.
I like it, dude.
Speed, you got Denver.
Denver. I'm with him.
Okay.
I'm with him. Bo Nix. Come on.
Then I do like Denver, and I think they're a wild card team, but I'm going with Chiefs because I thought they were falling off last year. It even looked like it at times, but then they're 14-3, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So until they actually fall off the face of the earth, I'm going with the Hall of Famers over there with the Chiefs.
Okay.
Let's slide over it, but that's my money making division right there. I got you two going against the green.
Yes, you do.
And finally, me and Eli disagree on something. So
yeah. We always together on it.
You got to mix it up. So, but I think the NFC is going to be a little more interesting.
Oh, this is hard.
Okay.
What you got? Yeah.
So NFC East, and this is something I want to ask our special guest about in a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The NFC East has not had a repeat winner since 2004. Over 20 years. It's an NFL record that keeps growing every single year.
Wild, bro.
I think it ends this year.
Yeah.
I think.
Does
Philly,
anybody not think it ends? That's a better question.
No, it's Philly, man.
We're with you, buddy.
Go,
but Jeff, go ahead. What's your reasoning? Let's because I assume we all have the same reason.
Well, I think the Giants aren't ready to take the division. Cowboys, I think, are a house of cards right now, and they're this close to falling apart.
Yep.
And Washington, who obviously had a great season, Philly's roster is just so different and so stacked. And you saw what happened in the NFC Championship, and it looked like, Philly is in a different stratosphere. They made the Chiefs look like they're in a different stratosphere. So It's Philly until proven otherwise.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm with you. I think you got a little regression from the Commanders, a little bit of progression from the Giants, a little bit of regression from Dallas. You all in a mix in second place, but Philly is just in the class of their own.
Philly, man.
I think they're ready to break that record. Okay, Eli, sir, Let's go NFC West. This is an interesting one.
This is
49ers,
hard. This was the
49ers,
hardest.
Rams. I made money on this one last year. I think I took the
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah, someone got
49ers,
that.
Rams,
Yeah,
Cardinals, Seahawks. Seahawks could be interesting too.
They have the wild card.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the new NFC East. You know how they said the NFC East was like the toughest divisions? Those guys beat up on each other.
NFC Beast.
NFC, it's the NFC least now, but NFC West has to be the new NFC East. And it's hard to pick these teams because these teams are gonna beat up on each other, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But I really don't know, and I'm gonna just make this right now because I was like, I really don't know what to call it. But I'm gonna go with it's gonna be a shocker, man. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I think.
I like it. I mean, listen,
Ooh.
any
I'm gonna
pick
go with
you
Seahawks.
made there wouldn't have been crazy. That's the
I don't
cool
think
part.
so.
Yeah.
And the
Sam
reason why,
Donald, when can he do it again? That's
I
the
think and with that, with the little chip on his shoulder, whatever the case is,
question.
I just think that team is on the rise to do something and finally take over the division. It's not like they made a huge roster turnover. So I think just the quarterback, as far as like Darnold going in there or whatever the case is, but just something about the Seahawks that I think can actually finally take over the division and get those Rams out the way. The Niners are just not there yet. They had a crap season. I think they still need a little bit more. I just think the Seahawks' time now is to strike, and this is a cockamamie crazy idea, but I might lose this
I
completely.
don't
But
hate it.
This
I'll go with
is
Seahawks.
a great division. Speed, what do you got?
I'm gonna go crazy too. But on another team, I'm going Arizona Cardinals, baby. Kyler Murray. I mean, I think Kyler Murray takes his team and that offense to the top. I like what they got going offensively. I like Marvin Harrison. Give me the Arizona Cardinals, baby. Come on.
I like that one, and this is a division that's going to make or break us because I'm going 49ers. They're not what they used to be. I think their window closed on a Super Bowl, but I do think, and I also drafted Christian McCaffrey in the league, so I'm going to stay, put my heart where my mind is and go 49ers and just say they're going to bounce back. They have an easy schedule. I'm going 49ers there. Okay.
Let's do the other ones
We gotta
quickly.
We gotta guess.
We gotta guess.
Let's do real quick. Real
Real
quick.
quick, just pick.
Last one.
Let's get going.
Go.
right.
NFC South. I'm gonna say Falcons. Go Falcons. Penix. I'm in on it. London. Bijan. Love that offense. Let's go Falcons. ATL.
Bucks
baby.
for me. Go. Bucks
Yeah,
for me.
I'm Bucks too. I'm with Eli there. NFC North, maybe the best division in football. I'm going to take the Packers.
Packers.
Really nice. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Lions still. I'm going with the
All right,
Lions.
the defending champs. I like it, but Packers are loaded up, baby. Parsons. That's
but-
gonna be interesting, man.
Okay, I got all our
All
picks. These are loaded. We are good to go. Okay, Eli.
Let's
It's-
Hit
it's
the music,
time.
baby. Hit the music.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on.
Guys, we got royalty in the building.
Yes. Hell yeah.
We got an absolute legend here. Not just on the microphone, which you'll know him for. And once we pop him on, you'll go, I know that voice. I know that guy. He's also a Giants legend
Mhm.
in the Ring of Honor himself. The leading running back of the franchise to this day.
Go.
Guys, you know him. Friend of the shows, our brother, your brother, Mr. Tiki Barber. Round of
Let's
applause.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Round
What's
of
up, boys?
applause. Round of applause. Brother Tiki.
Let's
You guys
go.
hating on
Yeah,
Baker
man.
Mayfield down there?
Listen.
I mean, come on now.
I love Penix. I'm a
I do
Penix
too.
fan.
I do too.
think he's gonna do it.
But my brother said Baker Mayfield is the perfect buck, and he might be right.
He might be right. How many seasons can Evans just do 1,000 yards for? At some point, it's got to end, right?
I thought last year it was over. It was over until the last
Dude.
week of the season, and then they found a way to get it done. I mean,
Wow.
he's written a Hall of Fame career already.
You're right. You're right.
Oh,
Exactly.
definitely. He hasn't missed
punched
1,000
his
yards
ticket.
yet.
He
Right.
punched his ticket. So, yeah. It's gonna
Tiki,
be
great to
interesting.
see you, dude, and thank you for
Oh, my
coming back
God.
on. You're in our intro reel.
Nice.
I know,
Nice.
like that. Just in case you needed an extra.
You guys jazzed up this year?
All right, so
Oh,
I got some
couldn't be
questions, man,
Yeah.
for you, Teak, and I think you'll be excited. I just want to know, how excited are you? Are you ready to go for this Giants season? This is just one of the questions out of the four I'm gonna ask. But how excited are you about this season, brother Teak?
Well, I'm very excited. Eli, you know this, and I'm sure all you guys know this because you saw the announcement. I'm now back in the Giant family.
Yeah.
Hell
doing
yeah,
pre and post
let's
game.
go.
for WFAN. So
Let's
my
go.
weekly show is now kind of leaking into the weekend, as I'll be on right before and after Giants games, breaking it down, giving the analysis as I am wont to do. And as Wellington Mary used to say to all of his broadcast friends, call it like you see it. And so I'll call it like I see it. But that being said, I went over to training camp a lot more this year than I have in previous seasons, and so I didn't know what to expect. Like, I knew that there was a different kind of feel. The offseason was one in a sense, bringing in Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland, and the draft was obviously exceptional with two dogs at the top, and really all the guys that they drafted were football players, like the core type of pieces that you need to build a championship season. And so when you ask if I'm excited, I'm worried about the winning and losing, but from a roster standpoint, I am more than excited. There have been so many seasons over the last 10, really, but in particular of the last 2, where it just felt like there was a talent gap, that you'd go into some of these games and you just knew you were getting your doors blown off. And especially after some of the injuries started to set in, it became like let me turn this Mets game down. It became a
good idea.
Turn it up.
Right.
Turn it up. Let's go.
It became it felt uncompetitive. And you'll hear me and Evan talking about this all the time. Like, the one thing you can't do in the NFL is have an uncompetitive team. And the Giants were very competitive in Dave's first year. They won a bunch of one-score games. They made it to the postseason. Hell, won a postseason game. But since then, it's felt bad. So that being said, I am optimistic and I'm excited because I think there's finally talent. We had to cut good players this year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we have depth for the first time in a long time.
You're right. I just gotta ask this because the news dropped today.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about the hot topic here, Tiki. Dart.
He's not playing. Stop it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know he's not playing. But can we agree that Russell Wilson's leash has gotten shorter since the moment he signed? You're gonna say no?
The problem is he was phenomenal. Jackson Dart was phenomenal in the preseason. But if you go back and watch it, like critically watch it, actually dispassionately watch it. That's what I call it, because I watch it on True Media and it's like the all 22. There's no sound, there's no commentary, there's nothing. You're just watching what happens. And when you go look at it from that perspective, I mean, it's the simplest coverage you will ever see in the NFL, right? Some of these touchdowns are playing cover 2 and safeties are backup safeties and they're running to the deepest spot they can. And Jackson Dart's like, all right, you're going to give it to me. I'll take it. Yeah. And so I give him credit for not feeling or appearing overwhelmed by anything. The speed, the size, the complexity of play design, any of that. He doesn't feel like he's swimming in it. Right. There's certain quarterbacks that come in as rookies and you're like, dude, this kid's just swimming. He has no idea. He's treading water as fast as he can. He's going to get cramps in his hamstrings. He's going to drown in a second. Jackson Dart doesn't feel that, and he has the presence. Right, when you meet somebody and just like you're like, man, I want to hang with this dude. Yeah, he has that feel, and so I know that the leadership quality is going to be there when it's eventually needed. But with that being said, this team needs to win some games, and Russell Wilson gives them the best chance to do it. Now, schedule it's tough, but every schedule is tough. It's the NFL. Every game is hard. But if the year gets away from them and it becomes like, all right, are we even playing meaningful football in November? The only way to make it meaningful is to see Jackson Dart. So I think that's when you see him. It's not, or Russell gets hurt, or a game is a blowout either way. Maybe he gets some burn. And by the way, that's the benefit of naming him the second backup quarterback, is that the third string, as we all know now, is kind of just an emergency. So he really can't play unless both the starters are hurt or in the fourth quarter. So it gives him a chance maybe to throw him in there here and there, but this is Russell Wilson's team right now.
So if Russ gets banged up and needs a breath or something, he can come in. But do you think there's going to be any scripted plays for Jackson Dart if Russ is healthy?
I don't know. Sean Morash brought that up on our show today, and I didn't even think about it because Russ Russ, he still got some left.
Yeah.
We saw him last year in Pittsburgh. He won 6 games, even though he lost 5. But still, it's like he was immobile, right? He's not the Russell Wilson that we remember in Seattle, where he could scramble around and buy some time. And oh crap, this play is going on 7 seconds. You know what? Go deep, right? I don't think he has that elusiveness in him anymore. And we know that as much as this current iteration of the NFL is a passing game, we're starting to see these mobile quarterbacks have humongous influences. Josh Allen, who won the MVP, obviously the season before MVP, Lamar Jackson. We see it. Patrick Mahomes even has a little bit of that quality as well. And so there's a running element that's becoming necessary for quarterbacks in the league. And Russ doesn't have it anymore. So to answer your question, Hefe, do you think that there could be some packages? When Sean said it, it struck me as, oh, come on, man, no chance. But then I thought about it. I was like, maybe. We're not going to see him running quarterback powers like we see Jalen Hurts run. We're not going to see, like that the fifth or the sixth skill position guy. That's not what he's going to be. But I could see him being used in moving the pocket type situations on 3rd and shorts or 4th and whatever, or whatever the circumstance may call for. But maybe.
I like the idea because, like, instead of it being this massive event in November where, Russ is benched and he takes over, sprinkle him in. So that's like, oh, he's already, had 20 snaps in the NFL. Right. We've seen some things already. I think it might be easier for him instead, take a little pressure off.
Well, of course, it just makes him feel like he's part of it as opposed to just sitting in the wings. The other thing that being a backup does is it allows him to, take reps in practice and get those 3 or 4 first team quarterback reps with the first team, who obviously do some of the scout team as well. But we all know that the situation when Joe Shane signed both of these quarterbacks, he greatly improved the quarterback room. We all, from what it's been, it's significantly better. As much as I hated to see Tommy DeVito go, especially up to the street to the New England Patriots, I have a lot of respect for him. It was too full with good players. Jameis is on a 2-year deal. Russell is essentially on a 1-year deal. So by putting Jameis as the 3rd string quarterback, you basically just put him in the wings to be the backup next year.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
True. And let me tell you another question too, because you talk about Paulson, Odebo, all these new additions to the Giants. But who are you most excited to see on the field this year for?
That's a good one. I mean, there's so many. I mean, like I want to see the encore of Malik Neighbors. Really, it's a trick question.
Say it.
It's a trick question. Like it's impossible. I want to see good players, right? I want to see guys who I want to talk about 10 years from now. I think the 2 last drafts in the offseason this year have brought those type of players. The simple answer is I want to see the encore, hopefully not a sophomore slump from Malik Neighbors. Right. But with that being said, I can't wait to see Cam Scadaboo run the ball. I don't know how soon that's going to be because of his hamstring issue that he had through most of camp. And Tyrone Tracy's a stud. Right? He's evolved into one of the elusive, great reader of zone looks and manipulation of the second level. It's just fun to watch him run. But I kind of interested to see what Cam is all about. And then Drew Phillips on the secondary on the other side. I mean, last year, just playing the nickel and stepping in and looking like a veteran, even though he was a rookie. And I can't remember what rank he was, but he was in the top 10 of all cornerbacks, not just nickels, but all cornerbacks in the NFL in his PFF rating. So I think there's so much talent. And even the vets, you talk about Paulson Adebo and Javon Holland, they're vets, right? But they're like 24 and 25 years old. So, I mean, the Giants have a very young team. I think they're the 4th youngest team, at least before at least in the preseason they were. So it could be some learning issues, but it just feels exciting to think about. There's a core being built here. And I got to give credit to Joe Shane. I know people don't want to all the time, but it took him a couple of years, but I think he's starting to get it right.
And Tiki, it's so funny. We go through all these conversations and we ask a lot of people these questions. We always forget to mention our number 3 pick Abdul Carter, who looks like an absolute phenom, and we don't even talk about him.
Right?
It's wild.
Well, I mean, there's a couple things that I'm to keep. All right, now how do I put this? Going into game 1 or 2 or 3, whatever it is, just be aware of where he is. Okay, so he can play stand-up linebacker. Obviously, he's an edge rusher. We've seen him. He's dominant. He's just like Micah Parsons. Like, it's just the next generation edge rusher. They should call Penn State at this point. But at times they want to go back and do what they did in the OC JPP era, where they had that race car look, right, where they have 3 edge rushers. One of them would jump inside and be one-on-one on a guard, and he'd dominate him. We saw this a tiny bit in the preseason, a tiny bit. Abdul Carter with his hand down on the ground as a 3 technique. He got bitched around in the run game.
Yeah.
And so I worry that there's going to be an automatic to that, like a can whatever play, can it. You hear quarterbacks calling that all the time. They're changing the play to whenever they see that look, they're gonna run up the gut. It's
they're
just
down no matter what, right?
No matter what. I mean, we used to have that. You remember Arizona when Simeon Rice was out there?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We had a bunch of check with me's that we could change whatever play and put it into a stretch run play. And for Arizona, anytime we saw him lined up in that wide 9, didn't matter what play, we were checking it to a stretch run to Simeon. And the reason is because all he wanted to do was rush the passer. Right? He didn't want to get stout like Strahan and anchor in, even if he wasn't a wide 9, just anchor in and close that C gap and force the runner to like extend and till help came. He was running to the sideline, and so as soon as we ran that, it created this like massive like hole. I mean, you guys could have ran through it. And so,
is that a weight thing, or is that a skill that he's got to learn? Like,
no,
he's gonna be able to set the edge.
No, he don't have the ass to do it. It's nothing to do with his skill or ability.
Yeah.
It's just if it's a passing situation and he's on a guard, he's gonna dominate him. It's gonna be awesome. But if they decide to check into a run, it's trouble. So like I think I know we want that because it's just like exciting to think about. But I think we have to be judicious with how he is used.
That's fair. Yeah.
So we'll see.
You look at the way he's built. He's not built like a Tuck or a Strahan.
No.
He's built for speed, not comfort.
Dude, I saw Tuck at CC Sabathia's Hall of Fame dinner and birthday dinner a few weeks ago. That dude has the biggest legs and ass that I can remember. And that's like, and he's built like he played. Like so you're right. He could anchor in. You know what I mean?
You know who else is built like they played? Look at this guy. What is going on? Like, what? Are you in better shape now?
Well, I finally got back up to 200 pounds. You guys know I ran a bunch of marathons. I did like
we saw
and I was down to like 182 or 3. Wow. And I was like, I'm tired of being skinny.
So you're getting into like my territory.
I started lifting again, not squatting as much because my knees are bad at 50. But I just got bigger. I got stronger again. Put my chest back, got my neck back a little bit. Feels good to be strong.
Dude, listen, it's
looks like you're good. Looks like just give him pads. Like, just looks
I said it to you, Teague. I tagged you when I saw this, but like you're telling me like 4th and goal, I couldn't hand you the rock right now.
I mean, I'd do it once or twice. Yeah, it's funny. Dave's, I love Dave's. He is the man. So in that picture, we're watching my 8-year-old daughter do a round off back handspring tuck on the grass.
Tough.
Yeah, Dave is good peeps.
Hey, let me say this, man. Of course, the Giants got a big week 1 coming up, Teak.
Yeah.
How much do the Giants win by, man? Come on. We winning this game? Come on.
Giants by 2 scores.
Let's go.
We need it so bad.
We need that. And as always, Teak, we don't want to keep you too long, and we do appreciate all of your time, our brothers. Always an honor and a pleasure to have you on New York Revival. Hopefully we can do it in the midseason as well. But it's always fuck Philly, right?
Hey, did you guys? I don't know. You guys don't listen to my show regularly enough to have caught this. So Spike Eskin, my former PD, who's now a midday host, or no, he's the afternoon drive host down on WIP. He had Jalen Hurts on his radio show last week, and he asked him a question because Jalen has a new children's book that came out. And he asked him, "Hey, was there ever a children's book that you liked?" He's like, "I liked Goodnight Moon and blah blah blah." And Jalen sat and thought for it for about 5 or 6 seconds, and he said, "Yeah, it was a book that Tiki Barber and his brother wrote back in the day, and you guys remember it's By My Brother's Side back in 2004 or 5.
I remember.
And we ended up doing like 12 of those books, and so Jalen referenced my book and said, it was great inspiration about following your dreams and achieving your dreams, and I wrote Spike back. I was like, "Damn it, Spike!
Now you can't root against the guy. Yeah,
now you gotta make me. Now I gotta like him.
Yeah.
I don't like the Eagles, but I mean, come on, Jalen. I love you, dude.
They don't have a Brian Dawkins anymore. They don't have that hateable guy on the.
No, you're right.
It sucks.
You're right. But even Dawkins, who was like miserable, and I hated playing against him. And Shockey, bitched him a couple times. But
yes, he did.
After my last game of the career was against the Eagles. It was in the playoff game in early 2007. And right after the game, Brian Dawkins ran right up to me, gave me this big ass hug, and was like, "Bro, you're a legend. We're gonna miss you, man. Miss competing against you." And I was like, "Damn it! I can't hate you either."
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I don't want to meet my enemies because I don't want to. I don't want to like them.
Right. That's exactly right.
Teak, I need one more favor, and this is spontaneous. Just 2 minutes of your time, brother. I have someone that is a huge fan. Not only is he a huge fan, he is a friend of the shows. He's the longest reigning YouTube Giants content creator on the YouTube space and platform when he first came out. And he's been telling me, "Man, I always wanted to meet and talk to Tiki." We have him in the background. It's
bring him
spontaneous.
Up.
And just have a few words for you. It's Mr. Copizzle. Everybody loves to hate. But Copizzle, what's going on, Cop? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, look at that mic. It's glowing.
I know.
You got
It's glowing like that smile, Tiki.
Yeah,
you
got that green glow. I got this purple for royalty.
I know.
Let's go.
Tiki and I have actually met before. We met at the Nashville draft.
Oh yes,
I've seen that picture.
You took a picture. You took a picture with me, and I'll tell you a funny story, Tiki. You'll like this. You were in this like concourse area, and
right?
There's like tents around, and I was with a friend, and he was like, and I was just walking around. I was observing everything, taking it all in. The draft's a lot,
Right.
And so my friend was like, "Hey, I think that's Tiki Barber." And I look over, of course, I had Giant stuff on. And my first thing I thought was, "God, I hope that's not Rondé." And sure enough, I got a little closer, and I said, "Oh, that's Tiki, man." So
yeah.
And you were so not all athletes or celebrities or whatever are cool about taking pics. You were super cool, and you were super awesome person, and I was so grateful. I told you, you probably don't remember, but I told you. And I'll tell you again, thank you for everything you did for the Giants.
I appreciate that.
I'm appreciative. I've been a Giants fan for 30 plus years, and you are easily one of my favorites. If not, you are literally on like the Mount Rushmore of favorites.
Amen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There's no better Giants running back in the history of Giants football. I don't care. Tiki, I was actually a good student in school. I did good. I did good in middle school and high school. The only reason I ever got in trouble was because I was defending your honor.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They were like, "Who's a really good run?" Tiki Barber. And there's like,
who wants to fight me?
And then it was like, "Who the hell is Tiki Barber?" I said, "He's a running back for the Giants. He's a great player." So, anyways, but man, and
I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll meet again in person one of these days.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love that. That 2000 Giants team, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're unlocking childhood memories here.
That's I tell everybody, and I know everybody loves Super Bowl 42, and I do too. But that 2000 NFC Championship game is the most perfect Giants game
of my life.
Right.
It's
best
the most
best game you could ever play at Giants.
You guys played phenomenal that game.
Yeah,
man. Just amazing.
I agree.
Tiki,
you are the absolute best.
We kept Tiki for way too long.
Can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
You're gonna get us in trouble, Cop. Come on.
I just out of curiosity, do you feel? And I know you're part of the sports market media now. Do you feel that the media in the New York, New Jersey area and the fan base puts more pressure on a guy like Jackson Dart or rookies in general than they should? Do you think that there's a part of the media that actually hurts the Giants players?
I think the media is doing them a favor. So I went and spoke at Harrison Public Schools teacher meeting today. This is before their school start. I think it starts tomorrow or Thursday. And one of the things I was talking to them about was how sometimes we feel like just get a kid to be successful and then it begets success. Success begets success, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But what I actually believe it is expectation begets success. And so sometimes kids or athletes don't have any expectation set. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm around. I'm good. What do I do? And I'm figuring it out as you go. But when you get someone either via a coach, and this is what really great coaches do, or through media, creating this expectation for you, if you are truly a champion and you want to be great, then you will rise to that expectation.
I like that.
And so in New York, I don't mind it. I think it's a privilege to be expected to be great. And if you fall short of that and you're really good, great. If you don't care and you ignore and you bitch and you moan and you complain about how you're being judged all the time, go play in
you weren't made in
Arizona,
New York anyway.
Right? I don't care.
Exactly.
Right? So I think having a great expectation actually reveals your character. And so I don't mind it at all from fans. And they're one of the most knowledgeable fan bases in the entire world is right here. And I loved it, even though at points you guys hated me.
Not on this show. Not on this show.
I know there's a lot. I never turn my back on Tiki Barber. I'll say that right now. But no, thank you again, Tiki, and thank you for answering that question. And it's no surprise that you've had a second great career post playing football. So I'm not shocked.
Absolutely.
I'm like you guys. I just get to talk sports all day.
Yeah,
right. And you make like a tiny bit more money than we do. That's the only difference.
Tiny bit, a lot bit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tiki.
We appreciate
best,
you, brother.
Well, be blessed.
Your call. Thank you, man.
Yep.
I love that guy. I love
Absolute.
Tiki Barber. Great guy. Yeah. Every time I call, he answers. It's just, I don't like Cop was like saying like, oh man, Tiki, it's a great guy in person. He's literally like that behind the scenes, in front of a camera, the side of the camera. He's the same guy through and through. Nice dude. And always on this show, we will defend, like how Copizzle said, we will defend Tiki and honor Tiki Barber no matter what. Dude. And you guys are gonna have to fight us for that if you got anything.
Once a year, I'm willing to throw down about how Tiki is the best running back in Giants history. And I think it's kids who never really watched. But even if you didn't watch him live like we did,
go look at the stats, bro.
Go look at his 03 to 07. Like it was 2000. He was I think he averaged 1,800 scrimmage yards for like 5 years in a row. This guy was elite of the elite. He was a true pass catching running back. Was phenomenal at every phase.
It was 6 years, 2000 to 2006, or 7 years. Yeah, 7 seasons of just brilliance from that guy.
Yeah. And they tried everyone and their mama to come and replace him. Just didn't work.
Yeah. And you know what? You know how I like to paint the picture for the kids? If he was playing today, he would be consensus top 3 fantasy pick every single week. That's how good he is.
That's perfect. Actually, that's perfect.
Eli, you want to drop it? We got to catch up real quick, and then we're getting to Copizzle.
Let's do it. Let's get the cop.
Holy shit! A super chat.
Guys, let's catch up on the super chats. We do appreciate you, man.
Bartlett,
I like it. I know we got the sign,
it. Back end of the first round. Neighbors with a top first round pick. I like it. He's gonna put up numbers, baby. He's gonna put up numbers.
You saw it in my league last night. I took Neighbors with the 10th pick, and I'm a man of my word. I took Chase Brown next because I'm a crazy.
You love that
crazy SOB.
Okay, thank you as always, Bartlett. Chris Peace, we're gonna see you Sunday. I hope.
Yes, Chris.
Everything helps. Thank you, man.
The parking pass in Washington. This was our goal, and thank you so much to Bartlett and everyone else who helped us. But we hit our goal. We're going to Washington this weekend, and
we needed more.
They have the most expensive parking and beers in the entire NFL. So
guys, can I say this real quick? And I didn't say it. However, Unfortunately, I won't be making the trip.
Hmm.
My day job said, hell no. Don't. Yeah, says, hell no, I can't go. But I got 2 studs, man, that's going to go in there and represent me
Got you.
to the fullest. So, guys, keep pouring in that support, man. I'm sorry, Hef. I just wanted to say that, man.
You're good, brother. Here we go. Goose. What's up, boys? God, let's finally kick Dallas while they're kind of down.
That window's shut.
Week
Window's
2,
shut. Fuck them.
should they get smacked on Thursday, you got a wounded duck. And if the Giants play well, should the Giants win, you're going with a whole lot of momentum into that Dallas game. And Giants fans, we've been waiting long enough to get back at Dallas. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it. For real, for real.
Weekly press.
Oh, the weekly press. Hey, we love you, press. Thank you so much, press. We love you.
We love you,
Being
Press. Thank you
all
so
smart.
much.
Being all smart in class, I respect that.
Responsible. I get it.
Yeah.
Finish already.
We're
God
catching
damn
up.
it.
Sir Tiki Bar, absolute Giants
Yeah.
legend from
Absolute revivalist of the year, man.
We love you,
Bartlett.
Bartlett. He
Yeah,
is
we love you,
absolute.
Bartlett.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna do something for you in
We're
Washington.
gonna do something. Honestly, we're gonna do
the-
something for Bartlett.
The wheels are turning.
I'll get a Bartlett tattoo if he keeps this up.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Just got to run it by the wife.
Yes.
Is Tiki invited to a tailgate?
Hell yeah, Bartlett. I'm sorry, I'll steal Bartlett's thing. Hell yeah, Tiki's Hell yeah, Bartlett.
Always.
He's got the keys all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Anything.
Hell yeah.
Tiki goes where he pleases. Mark, thank you so much,
Oh,
brother. I hung out with Mark, I think, at camp last year. I think me and Mark were hanging out. Or maybe it was a tailgate. I forget. But me and Mark were hanging out. What's our record this year?
Cop, let's
Yeah.
throw you into it.
We've
What's our record?
covered this, Cop. What do you say?
Record?
Yep.
Yeah.
I man, I don't know.
Mm,
I
yeah.
think the Giants can win anywhere between 7 to 10 wins. I feel like.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think that's unrealistic to think that they could. I think it just depends on where the ball bounces, right?
Yeah.
Because a handful of
These
games are going
guys.
to come right down to the fourth quarter.
I agree.
And do you win those
Yeah,
games or not?
and you know what's funny is a lot of people have talked about the schedule, right? How tough it is, and all of a sudden now, and I'm not saying this, but all of a sudden now the Dallas game doesn't look so tough, and so
Just like that. Season didn't
yeah,
even
it's just
start.
like that. And I don't know why everybody kept saying how tough the schedule was. I mean, you don't know for sure that some of these teams
That's it.
what their situation is. I mean, even when we play Kansas City, that's like a weird sandwich spot for them. So, I'm look, man. If the Giants did something
Country
like
hat.
8-9, 9-8, I'd be happy, right?
Yeah.
Just be contenders.
Yeah.
Be in the
Relevant.
mix come November. Just in play and just see what happens. I mean, that's really what I'm hoping for.
Amen.
But at the same time, like I think this team's. It's funny. I was listening to Tiki, and that was a great interview you guys did with him.
Thank you.
And it's funny when you listen to him talk, his attitude is kind of like, okay, everybody just needs to settle down a little bit. Jackson Dart, settle down. Carter, settle down. It could be some issues in the run game, right? I mean, so I definitely think I wonder how well we will be able to stop the run ball. Obviously, I think we can pass rush well.
Yeah.
We have to stay healthy. We do have more depth than previous seasons. I feel. I tell you. Like, I really like our tight end position. Like, I think there's a lot of guys there. Like, there's a lot of options at tight end. I think that the Giants have, some interesting options at receiver. Like, I kind of like Bo Collins, right? And so the running back position, there's some depth. The Andrew Thomas thing is starting to get a little funny to me, though. Like, I don't really like that. We kind of need him. Like, we I know Bo is coming on, but Bo's more so like a right tackle. So, I'm a little bit concerned about Thomas, to be honest with you, because we need him to stay healthy, whether it's Russell out there or Dart. But it sounds like Tiki made it sounds like Dart ain't seeing no fielding.
He's been pumping the brakes along the whole
I
offseason.
appreciate that
Yeah,
Tiki's
that's fair.
saying that. Like, I think, because even me as a fan, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see some Dart. I want to see some Dart. But at the same time, like, I don't think it's a bad idea to have Dart set the whole year if Russ stays healthy.
We want
Like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Eli didn't look good when he first got out there.
Right.
Those last 6-7 games that he played, and he didn't even win. He didn't even win until his last one. And so,
Well, the question becomes, like, did he learn from that experience though? Are you missing
talking about Eli?
learning experiences? Yeah, like that. The shit that he went through, did that make him the guy he was? That's the age-old question. We don't know, obviously.
No,
well,
we
this
don't.
this is okay, and I'm not bringing. I don't want to bring Daniel Jones back into the mix here, but you know,
That's what we got.
when we pushed Daniel out there, to me, too quick, too fast, the team wasn't ready, and then we just completely, just messed that all up from the get go. And we pushed. It's funny because Eli was a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, a legend in Giants history.
Yeah.
Arguably the greatest Giants quarterback of all time. And yet he had 2 rough games in that season. And we just, as a fan base, just said, give us Daniel, give us somebody else. And, that somebody else, Daniel did, he did shine a little bit in that Tampa game. And then all of a sudden it came out hot. And so this is my thing is Russ means nothing to us.
He's a rental. He's a rental. Truthfully,
he's a rental. He's like a rental car that's going to get us around for. And so to think that this fan base is just going to say, "Oh yeah, just let Russ just keep going out there," to think that that's just going to happen is just crazy to me. There's no I'm that's what I'm really nervous about. I got to be honest as a fan, because I don't know how you guys felt, but this past preseason was like my favorite preseason ever. They were so much fun to watch in the preseason. They had so much excitement. They were kicking ass, taking names, all that stuff. Everybody looked, the defense back half and the second half always looked a little shaky, but mostly everybody looked fun. Like it was a fun team. And Tiki is right. We cut some really good players. There are some good players on the roster that ultimately got cut. And so, with that being said, this Dart thing that's what I'm scared about, is if we throw him out there, not to save a job, but because, we need a spark. We didn't even have the Twitter thing going on during when Eli was out there,
Yeah.
Warner was out there, and then all we go there, and now we have it. And I'm just like, what if we screw this up as a fan base? What if we, that's what I'm really terrified about. I don't know about you guys, but
I know he's scared about it too. He's been saying sit him as long as possible, man.
There's some predictions by week 5, and I don't know how long the leash is here, but I think Giants fans are just anxious, and we saw the preseason, we saw the vibes, we saw the team, and people picked up on it. But I think it really does matter is the reaction from the sidelines when the starters were in street clothes, or you get your starters cheering on the 3rd and 4th string guys, it's everything, and even special teams. There's a block on special teams that lit up the sideline. That shit is, you just don't see that. So I love to see all that kind of energy.
But who is bringing that energy? That's because you didn't see that last year, right?
No,
and there's a lot of guys. Dexter Lawrence ain't bringing it. He's a kind of a quiet guy.
I have an idea.
Who is bringing this this wild energy that we haven't seen in years?
Simple. 2 guys that came onto the team, and they're usually known as the captains, the whatever the case are when they walk in, right? It's Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Those guys, and this is exactly why we were like, get me Jameis Winston in here before we even thought about Russell Wilson, right? Give me Jameis Winston. Why? Because the locker room morale will be up. Okay, well, we got Jameis Winston. Locker room morale up, right? Then you sprinkle in, of course, a little bit of dangerous Russ. And even he's walking around with a little bit of swag. It's not the same old corny Russell Wilson we're used to seeing, in my opinion. He let his guard down and his hair down a little bit, so to say. Lost some weight as well, coming in and playing a little bit better. Guys, it's that leadership. It's that Super Bowl caliber championship quarterback that came in, actually is a Super Bowl champion, to say, guys, we're going to have a little fun here. We want W's. We want win. And you got the guy behind him throwing up W's and eating them at the same time while he's saying that. Guys, it's those 2 that came in.
I completely agree. And I think it's also them looking around the room and seeing more talent and getting excited because they're starting to see a team that can win some games. They're looking at that defensive line and those pass rushers. No matter who you are on the team, it's we got some dogs now. You actually got some talent that you can win with. I think they're excited by that.
And I think what Tiki said was way right too, is that you've got Russ as the quarterback 1, you've got Dart 2, and you got Winston 3. But that all shifts next year when Russ goes, and then now Winston is QB 2, right? And it's it's already basically in order. But what if Russ gets hurt? What if I hope he doesn't. If he gets hurt
last year,
who is rolling out there? Like, is it Winston? Who like you can put Dart on the depth chart number 2 all you want to, but who really is going out there? Like, is Winston going to dress, or is he not going to dress? Like, I mean, what's going to happen? Like, these are like questions like I even have as a fan who's just, I'm in this every single day, and I'm like, well, what happens if Russ gets hurt? Who goes out there? Does it Dart or Winston? Because then it's like, well, what if that messes up the plan of like, well, we want Dart later in the year? I think it was Entertainer. You guys like Entertainer. I think he set like the over under for like 5.5 for games for Dart. I think it was.
I'm going to say over.
And I was like, man, this has got to be. It has to be over.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure the plan is over. Yeah.
The plan is over. But
I mean, Russell Wilson could Aaron Rodgers this thing on the first possession. You don't know anything can happen.
Yeah. And which, by the way, I think the Giants are going to start 2-0. I really feel like that. And maybe I'm biased. I mean, the Commanders, they don't like. We almost beat them without a kicker last year. Like we didn't even have a kicker, and we almost beat them. Like we have a better team. Like they look old. And they're coming off what obviously a really good season. They made the NFC Championship game, but everyone was talking about neighbors. Yeah, they overperformed. Yeah, they got lucky. Like some of them games they won was ridiculous. Like everyone's talking about like neighbors sophomore slump. Well, how about Jaden Daniels sophomore slump? They have a rookie right tackle going in that game too. Like, how do the Giants not try to exploit that?
And a right guard. I think the right guard's out. Like this defensive line should eat Jaden Daniels up alive, man. I'm telling you, they should.
Yeah,
and they don't have an established run game. Like it was Jaden Daniels pulling rabbits out of his hat every week. Like you can't rely on that.
Yeah,
year after year.
They traded Brian Robinson.
Two things either happen to me. We are 2-0, and we're ready for the Super Bowl week 3 against Kansas City on prime time, or we're 0-2, and we're screaming for Dart's head. We're screaming for Darts on prime time. To me, that's one or two options are going to happen. I feel like there's no
way we split the first two.
We're not just either. We're going to be 2-0 and calling ourselves Super Bowl champs week 3, or we're going to be 0-2 and we're calling for Russ's head.
Well, you beat Washington, then you're going into Dallas with all the confidence in the world. You win that, and you're like, bring on the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck.
Right. By the way, you don't know that the Cowboys locker room isn't a mess right now.
It has to be.
They
can say whatever they want right now.
They might be missing Diggs too.
There's no better time to play the Cowboys than right now.
Yep.
There's no better time.
And they're playing Philly first. They could get absolutely smacked. They might fold very quickly.
I mean, there's no don't even wait till the middle of the season. Let them get it figured out. Like get them early, get them now, and let's play Kansas City 2-0 and call ourselves early
Super Bowl champs.
Kansas City won 9 1-score games last year.
I know, but could you imagine MetLife if we're 2-0? Like against Kansas City,
dude,
it's going to be electric. Like it would be but if it's 0-2, it's
we're back.
We're back.
Then you start to feel like you're going to lose every close game, which I hate. We got 2 more real quick to catch up on.
Holy shit! A super chat.
Let's do it.
We're going to see Scooby this weekend. Can't wait to drink some Surfsides with my guys. Going to miss you out there, Eli. She'll scream extra loud for you. Scooby, I'm so glad you're making it. We got a nice crew of Giants fans represent. We started a chat of everyone we know that's going. There's going to be 20 of people from Giants Twitter tailgating and rolling into that stadium together. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see you there, Scoob. One more here. Can this offense support 2 pass catchers with 10 or more TDs? If so, we can win 8 or 9 games.
Who's the second guy that's going to get? Slayton, I guess, is in his
mind?
Be
Slayton to me.
Right? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to – I think it's going to be a spread it around kind of deal outside of Neighbors. I think Neighbors could get 12, but I think the rest are going to get
Pepper,
Slayton 5.
Yep.
Why can't one of the tight ends get it?
You think Theo's got 10 in them?
I mean, I think Theo's super talented. I really like, and by the way, I really like that Fedoni guy.
Me too. I'm a big fan.
I don't know about this year, but man, going forward, I really like Fedoni.
I like our tight ends too. We got some.
I could see just some, what I'm saying, some cheap touchdowns for some tight ends, cheap.
Sure.
You know, like they didn't really do anything to get down there, and then all of a
touchdown,
sudden they get that. Yeah, they're just these little cheapies,
Mhm.
and I could really see that. And by the way, neighbors, like the toe thing, like I'm getting annoyed by that too. Like, come on.
I know. I wish.
Can
I wish
we?
you wouldn't have said that.
How are you injured before the season? Like,
That's apparently this has been an LSU thing.
Like it's a toe. Like that. Like
It's
that's what
a
I
toe.
said. Like cut it off and get a new one at the end of last season. Don't roll into a
Put
new
it in
season.
an ice bucket or something.
Do some. Get
I mean,
surgery. Fix it. Fix it. You had 6 months.
Like, how bad was Andrew Thomas last year if his foot still bothered him?
I know.
That's
Yeah.
incredible to me. He might not even start
He-
week 1. That's
He
incredible.
had
What
a
were you
second
doing in
procedure.
March?
He had a second procedure.
Or sooner, because our season was over way before that.
He did say he had a second procedure. You're right.
Were we
though.
playing basketball in May or something? What did I miss? Something?
I'll
Thank
be
you very
I'll be
much,
serious
Steve.
about Andrew Thomas. I don't think this team, and I have never felt more confident that we could last a little bit without Andrew Thomas than they have this year. I think they went the whole offseason without him.
Mm-hmm.
There was no expectation. Everybody got their reps. They know what they want to do now. You're not throwing Josh Azudu at left tackle all of a sudden, like in panic anymore. You got Bo, who showed at least he's capable of playing left tackle, but they're going to throw Hudson out there just because they don't want to throw the rookie out. I get it. Yeah. And then Illuminor is locked down the right side, but they could, if shit hits the fan and Hudson's really bad, I still feel like they have a good plan in the backup too, because they've gone through this whole offseason without him. So I feel confident as I could be without Thomas, and I haven't felt that in the past 4 years.
One thing and I don't know if you guys have heard anybody say this, but one thing I think that is for sure going to happen this year before previous seasons is I feel like the Giants are going to have much better field position than ever before because of the defense. Yeah. The defense with sacks, with potential turnovers, whatever. Like, again, not to going back to Daniel, but it just seemed like Daniel Jones's offense was always 20 or inside. Like this man always, was always backed up. I would love if our field position, because it felt like the last few years with Martindale as our DC, where the defense would bend, but they wouldn't break. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They would the offense would get carried and they kick a field goal or they'd punt us back in bad territory. And now I feel like this defense is going to get some 3 and outs potentially if they can stop the run. Whereas our offense is just going to be so much is going to benefit from that. So honestly, I really feel like this defense, again, if it can stay healthy, is going to help the offense just tremendously just with field position alone.
And we were so bad at Eli. We're so bad at turnovers. Like that's gotta progress in the right direction. And like talk about field possession. Like you score a touchdown, defense gets you the ball back on the 30 going in. Like that happens for other teams.
We can't
guys.
get a strip sack. We can't get an INT. We can't get a tip ball. Nothing.
You're right.
Sorry, Eli. Go ahead.
No. Listen, I was just about to agree, man. I think this offense is going to be a little bit more competent. Again, with a veteran quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russell Wilson, you expect that offense to at least be in some sort of good field position, right? And the defense as well is going to come up with some stops. I think this is going to, and a lot of people will say, Shane Bowen, we don't know. The jury is still out on him, but just watching these guys in the preseason run different stunts. Of course, it was basic, but just run different stunts and actually get some turnovers. We're like, oh shoot, Shane Bowen woke up. Like something clicked in him. Like, dude, I better figure this out. Or I ain't gonna have no job in the league, or whatever the case is. So I'm excited to see the defense eat, and I think with this offense of being with the Russell Wilsons of the world, with the better quarterback play in the league right now that we're seeing, or in this division, finally they stepped up to the plate, the Giants. I think we're going to see a lot of great field possession and also some points in the red zone, because we couldn't even get in the freaking end zone when we were in the red zone. It was always kicks from Gano. So I think we're going to score a whole lot more too, especially with Cam Scatterboo and Tracy back there. Hope so. It's just going to be so much better.
Dude, I really think the defense, as usual, usually does enough to keep us in games, and our offense just could not put up points. If this offense can live in like the 20 to 24 range on average, have a couple of 30 burgers in there, you're winning games.
Yeah.
And we got a screen game this year. We got a screen game, and to Eli's point, that's going to get you some touchdowns in the red zone, and it's going to get you chunk plays. We haven't had a screen game I honestly, Eli wasn't really good at it either. Like, no. I feel like it's been a decade plus at least, and we finally got guys that could run the screen, throw the screen, linemen, then get out there and guys can catch it and run with it. So I'm excited about that. Cop, before we leave here, before we wrap, you got us winning Washington. Give us a prediction. Give us a prediction on the Washington game.
He's bullish.
I'm
I love that. Yeah,
Let's go.
Up, baby.
I'm biased.
Yes.
Look, I mean, even when we've been running bad, like things haven't been great, we beat Washington. Like we just do. Like we've had. If Dak has had our number, we've had Washington's number. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I go back to last year. Like we could have beat them without a professional National Football League kicker. And so to me, I think the Giants can win this game. Absolutely. And, I mean, if they I keep thinking about you guys remember 2023 when we started that season, the Cowboys just killed us and we had so much hype because we were coming off the playoffs. Yeah. And I'm like, I have that same type of optimism going into this game where it's like, man, I feel really good and I hope that this doesn't happen again. And I get, a surprise, and that's what I'm really hoping. But to me, man, this whole season, everything comes down to these first two games, in my opinion. It sets the tone because it's the NFC East. I love the fact that we get to play our rivals like right out of the gate. I don't want to wait. Like, let's, because to me, like if you start 2-0, not only 2-0 in the division, it's such a an awesome.
Everything. It's everything.
Like I'm actually secretly rooting for the Cowboys Thursday night because I want to play for the division lead week 2. But it's neither here nor there. But anyways, I just think these first two games are so important. But no, I think the Giants can win this game. I don't see why they can. Washington doesn't scare me. Like Deebo Samuel doesn't scare me. Like I think Dan Quinn's a great coach, but to me, I don't love their offensive line. I think that there's going to be some tape already on Jaden from this offseason that they're going to be able to exploit. You've got a Giants team that is obviously healthy now because it's the start of the season. And, we'll see, man. Like, I think it's a tight game. I think it's ridiculous that the Commanders are 6-point favorites, by the way. I think that's just silly.
Oh, it's already down to 5.5, and you should have jumped all over at 6.5.
But that's silly. I mean, it's silly that it's even in that range. I mean, the fact that they're getting that many points is just crazy to me. So I will definitely lose the house note.
me and Jeff, I put a couple shekels on them while we're out there.
I like you guys said, I'm super excited to start the season and get back into this, Giants football and let them dictate how I feel for the next 4 to 5 months. I look forward to that. So, but man, I'm ready to see him get on the field, and hopefully, man, it's a smooth season, and Russ does stay out there because, man, this fan base, we really need to be single for a little bit in terms of we've been fighting about the quarterback for too long.
It was a bad breakup.
Yeah. Well, but even going back to Eli, like we've been fighting about the quarterback for like 10 years. Like they wanted to move on from Eli.
Right.
Daniel, I mean, it's been a damn
we never have not had arguments about any quarterback that I know since I've been alive.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because we got, he's talking to Tiki, and you forget, like, there's young people that are making content both on YouTube and Twitter. They didn't watch Tiki Barber play. Like, they didn't even see. And so it's like, I'm so fortunate to be old enough to say that I got to see a guy like Tiki play. Like, and I got to see a really fun time of Giants football because even the 90s were a little rough. There were some good times, but also that early 2000s, there were some good times. And we had that window that the Eagles are currently kind of in right now where we got a couple Super Bowls in a 4 or 5 year span. And so I'm fortunate. You guys are probably fortunate as well that you got to see that. And there's some young fans that they don't even know what good quarterback play is. Like they haven't even seen a competent Giants team. Forget the quarterback play. They haven't seen good quality New York Giants football out. 2022. Call it what you want, but
flash in the pan. They haven't had a consistent winner, a team that you can rely on.
When's the last time that the Giants had a legitimate, really good football team?
2012, I would say.
That's the Super Bowl, like the last
yeah.
Super Bowl.
That's
That's
the
what
Super
I'm
Bowl
saying.
last
That's
year.
like we're going on like damn near almost 15 years.
A real. Let's be honest. So like the real solid good team, right? Like
Yeah,
a real
really
solid. Where
That
you're
was
like,
the
yo,
golden era.
they're
That
dominant.
was the golden
2008. Let's be honest.
I was
the year
telling
after the Super
somebody
Bowl.
that
That was a real
somebody the other.
dominant Giants team.
Do you
Okay,
remember
that's-
like the year
that's-
after we won Super Bowl 42? The Giants are like number 1 seed. Plaxico goes
Yeah.
and shoots his damn leg, and
Yeah.
Eli would have had 3 rings. Anyways, before he shot his leg, like we were beating the piss out of teams, and like I
was.
genuinely, I would feel bad watching teams play the Giants.
Yes, they could not stop.
I remember feeling this way, and now I swear to God, for the rest of my life, I will never feel that way again. I will never
No.
have mercy on any team's soul or fan base
No.
ever again.
Right.
Because
we were 11-1, and we were just steamrolling, like steamrolling, dude.
absolutely cooking people to the bone.
I remember ESPN like this is the best team in football. Both sides of the ball, they're
We
built
were.
on the line. They're built inside out, and like I was like, you're right. We are.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
number one seed, and went on and lost immediately in the playoffs.
Finished 12-4
Yeah.
after starting 11-1.
Insane.
It really all went downhill, but
And
that may have been our best
all-
team.
Everyone talks about the boat trip thing, but like to me, it's all went to shit ever since Plexico shot his leg.
It was,
I mean, in my opinion, not to blame Plaxico, but and I know there were some good teams after that, but my point being is there's been some the Giants after the second one against the Patriots, they got way too cocky. They got way too,
Reese is like, I'll
complacent.
pick this guy. I'll pick
Yeah,
this
they got
guy.
way too complacent. They got way too like, they got fat and sassy like me, I mean, so they just did. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just what happened. And like we've been trying to grind to get out of that mentality. I hope we're back there again. It's good to see, Giants football's hopefully back. And I'm genuinely like, I don't want to fight with anybody in the fan base, like about the quarterback. Like I genuinely just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
But fully, I know I've been there, and like I don't want, I want Dart to get a fair shake and nobody criticize. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How would you, real quick, how would you say going into comparing rookie season to rookie season, preseason to preseason? Do you feel comparable from Jones, and we know you love you some Jones to Dart right now? How would you feel comparing the two, like the guys' feelings right now?
let me just say something about Jones. Jones, I still don't like. It obviously didn't work out with the Giants, but if a marriage fails, it doesn't mean that both parties were bad people, right?
Oh, I agree.
Jones has clearly moved on and won a job somewhere else. Like he's not, and we didn't win a CFL job, not an XFL job, not an AF, whatever you want to call it. He won a professional NFL job and beat out a high draft pick. So good for him. Like to me, he's part of the terrifying feeling I have in my soul right now, because if the Colts all of a sudden go out and be world beaters and win the AFC South, and we still don't have our shit, I'm just saying, Hefe, maybe that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, if the Colts go out and be world beaters,
everybody's gonna be watching the Colts.
And then we still are stinking it up. I'm just like,
that would be worst case. And every Giants fan is watching the Colts. Like,
by the way,
keep one eye on the Colts over there.
We watched Barkley go and play for the Eagles and win a Super Bowl and be an MVP. And by the way, I think he got announced as the #1 player in the league.
Oh yeah,
yes.
And it's like, did you like? I think I told you guys this. Like the last 5 Super Bowls have had a first-round draft pick in it from the Giants.
Isn't that crazy?
True. That's crazy. And it's like it always happens. Like, why are we like
that? That never used to be the case. We used to know when to release guys, and they never did anything.
So that's like the Jones. So going back to I think that Dart is obviously exceeded expectations. I like Dart. I watched him in college. The thing about Dart gives a little bit of something to everybody. Like he has this personality to him. He's got all the swag shit going on. He's wearing the visors. He's wearing the shit on the arm, and he's doing all the damn hand signals. Like he's doing everything that everybody wants. Like you can't convince me otherwise that there's not a group of Giant fans that just want their quarterback just to be swaggy. Like they just want some type of
confidence
to them.
Confidence.
They just want they want the the painted fingernails. They want that shit. Like that's fine. Like if that's your thing, cool. Like I got no problem with that. I just want to have a quarterback that goes out there and wins and plays good football. That's it. And so at the same time, like I also want to see him give a damn and care like the other quarterbacks I thought did. So, if he does that, like that's cool. Like this shit, the hands, like whatever, like it's cool. Like
just win. You gotta win.
Win. Yeah, that shit. That stuff becomes cringy if you're not winning, right? So there's no question. Like he looks great in a uniform. Like the uniform. I mean the visor thing. Like I think it's really cool that our Giants quarterback is going to have a visor. Like I don't know why I'm into that, but I think it's cool. But we've never had a quarterback have a visor. Have you ever think about that? Never have. Gary Collins went out there in a visor, like Kent Graham, like Dave Brown, like.
No, Jackson Dart is so cool that, like Eli, if this was a Dave Chappelle draft, you would claim him, right?
But Eli wasn't even like cool though. That's the thing. Is like he was just kind of like, kind of dorky a little bit, but he was a cool dork.
He was our dork.
Yeah, he was our dork. Which, by the way, like that's what I want Giant fans to get back to. It's like back in the day they would shit talk Eli, and there were some Giant fans that would shit, but like we would always be like, well, yeah, he's our dork. It's like that's our guy. Like, and that's where I'm wanting the Giant fan base to get with Dart is like we desperately as a fan base just need to rally around one guy and just be.
It feels like this is it.
I know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
Just give me some support as a fan base to where if you go into MetLife, and I remember one time I was at MetLife and this guy, I was sitting beside this guy and he was full blown. Like I wouldn't even talk because I didn't want him to hear my accent. I would just like, and so he was full blown New York. He would talk so much shit about Eli. He was, and we won that game, but he was like, oh, this guy's terrible. And I was just like, and I'd look at him like, just try not to, say anything. But anyways, like I just want our fan base to just rally around one guy and just have that full support. To me, that would be so much fun again as a fan base to have that, because shit, man, that's what it's all about to me is, the arguments and stuff. Like it's good to have banter, but let's support somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Yeah. Now listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm all in. Like I've been saying it all over.
It seems like
Twitter,
the whole fan base
saying it all over X. I'm all in on the Giants. Like I'm tired of saying, you know what? I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. Now get that out the way. I don't want to talk about that. I'm just going all in, heartbreak or not. I'm saying the Giants is going to win everything. I just don't care, man. I gave the record earlier. The Giants is a new, different team, new swag, and I'm going in all the way for this Giants team, man. That's it. I'm not kicking no one's back in. Everyone's going to be great. And that's just what it is. That's why I'm on this season, man.
Let me ask one question before you break. Everybody's positive right now. Everybody's feeling good. We're 0-0. And I don't want to think negative, but let's just role play here for a little bit. Okay. If there's one guy that you think is going to piss off the whole fan base or may piss off you on this team, who do you think it's going to be? Like, who's going to be our Evan Ingram this year? Who's going to be the guy that everyone's just like, this guy is just, I've had enough of him. There's always somebody. There's always somebody that comes around. Like Bobby O was starting to piss some people off last year when he, but come to find out he was hurt. Who's it going to be? Somebody's going to get underneath. Is it Banks?
Yeah, I mean,
that's an
easy answer.
Is it with the foot? Is it Russ? Is it, is it Hyatt?
See, Russ does and says the right things all the time, and he's like classy. I don't think he's gonna body language.
And he'll just get replaced.
But Banks,
I
feel like is
JMS. Look,
it could be a Banks.
Some good names in here.
I mean, who's the guy that's gonna absolutely just be on everybody's shit list?
Damn, this is a good question. I never really thought about that.
You got to think about it because there's somebody that's going to be on the shit list, whether we like it or not. Somebody.
And listen,
Chris is right. It's always Evan Neal.
Right,
but
Evan Neal
got
that's a. You know what? But the expectations on Neal are so low that we're not going to care.
He's not even going to be playing.
Right.
He'd have to play unless somebody gets hurt.
I got one. I got one.
What?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. And I've been kicking his back into where I know he hears it. and I know certain people are staying away from this platform because in honor of this guy, I already know. But I'm gonna kick his back in some more until he proves me wrong. Kayvon Thibodeau. All right.
Yeah.
Reason why I say Kayvon Thibodeau, respectfully, Kayvon, there's nothing against you, man. You just got to play better. All right. I know he has it in him to be a good or great player. All right. But I'm tired of him talking, right? More than what he's playing right now at this point.
Favorite comment.
Come on. Right? So, like, dude, you got to go in there and you got to produce at this point. Stop talking on these interviews like you the guy, like you won a championship. Go out there and prove it now that you're the high draft pick we picked you for. So I think this season, unfortunately, we're going to see him get even more exposed, even though he lost some weight or gained some weight, whatever he said he did. We're going to see him exposed some more.
He put on some muscle. But yeah, if he's quiet and he's not impacting games in the run or in the pass rush, he's just not doing anything, he's going to get dragged. And rightfully so. Yeah. Rightfully so, bro. It's fucking go time. If not now, when? You're not going to get doubled ever. You're never getting doubled.
No. Go get it now. Go get it, young man. Like, enough talking. Go get it. You got Abdul Carter, which is virtually your replacement here. But if you got him on the field, along with Burns and yourself, right now they're doubling Carter and looking at Burns. They're not even looking at you, Kayvon.
Or
so
Dex.
it's time for you to go to eat. Go eat.
Yeah, he's the last person. He's the last person they will double.
I say this, and I ask this because last year it was obviously Daniel Jones was on the. There was nobody else being looked at. But I look at this team and I look at this fan base, and I know this fan base is ready to tear into somebody. Somebody's going to get torn into.
Some people are, yeah.
You know, I mean, but I'm trying to predict, like, well, who's on the chopping block here? Like who is, and obviously I don't think Dable and Shane are going to get, like, even if it's a rough season, like I think they're getting a pass for this year. Like I just feel like they're getting a pass. Yeah, but somebody has to take the heat if this thing goes south. And I'm just trying to figure out who it is.
It's such a good question because Jones, nobody impacts the game more than the quarterback. And Jones was too easy because if that guy's like, you feel like he's not, it was too easy, right? But like now, I don't think it's going to be a quarterback.
I know. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Like Dable would have to fall flat. He would have to do some like not have a kicker prepared for a game type shit.
Yep.
To get dragged this much. And he seems like everyone seems like a different, better version of themselves this year so far. Granted, nothing's happened yet.
This fan base,
I keep reminding myself.
This fan base will boo the shit out of somebody in a minute. Like, I mean, unapologetically.
Dude, fans were waiting for Daniel Jones outside.
I know.
That's crazy.
That's what makes it so interesting because he's gone now. He's out of here. So now they're like looking around like, well, who's the next target? Like, because we live in a world where you got to blame somebody. You have to point the finger at somebody. And so I look at this team and there's so much optimism. And you all agree, everyone agrees, like, oh, Russ is just here for a year, like, oh, you know, and Dart, you know, we all love Dart. He looks swaggy, he looks cool, you know.
I like the rental car analogy for
I like the rental car. Everyone likes Winston, like, you know, eating the dubs, like it is, and I do agree with Eli. I think he is part of what's bringing the energy, and I think he's right about that. But somebody is gonna get absolutely annihilated.
We're not just gonna lose and roll over and be like, well, we're not.
Yeah, somebody on Twitter is getting absolutely canned on the next. Like if we lose on Sunday, Monday somebody's getting absolutely smashed. You know, via tape, via just whatever. So we can't just say, oh, well, it's just a team loss. That's like just what it is. Oh yeah, Wandale. Like I'm kind of over Wandale. Like,
if he starts, if he's like popping up. You know, good throwing balls for interceptions or doing some shit to cost us a little bit every game, he'll get dragged real fast.
And
but that's just going to be Bo Collins seasons. Like they're gonna rotate guys in. There's no like Wandale. He's done nothing to warrant a second contract, in my opinion.
No, nothing. Absolutely not.
You know what? And I said this before, and you guys probably think I'm crazy, but what Gunner was being used for in preseason. That's supposed to be Wandale. Like Gunner was out there making all these shifty catching, like these plays up the seam. Like it just seemed incredible. These little slants, these cut routes, and then he's getting yards after the catch. That's supposed to be Wandale, and Gunner was outperforming him in that, in my opinion.
I liked what Montreal Washington was doing more than
I did too. I was so surprised that he got cut as quickly as he did. I just swore that guy was going to be in the mix
for that one play he made on the sideline. I would want to see more of that to the point of I'm not cutting that guy.
And I thought Chapman was getting some steam at fullback.
Mm.
Like I thought, this is getting creative with him, and I thought I thought, why would they do this if they're not interested? And he, the tape was looking like, man, this guy's killing people, like he's murdering people, like why? Like, and then they just cut him, and I was like, huh, what was that all about? So it's
and
just
they mic'd him up
weird.
and everything. We got him. I think we got both those guys back on the practice squad, right?
Yes,
but I'm saying, like, in terms of making the team, though, like actually being on the roster. Like, I mean, practice squad is practice squad, but like the point being is that I was like, we've got a fullback now all of a sudden. Like that's the way I looked at it. And so, anyways, I don't want to say this, but even if we're good, somebody's going to be on somebody's shit list. And so I can't wait. That's another part.
Shane Bowen's right there at the top. If this defense doesn't perform as a top 15 unit, and that defensive line doesn't change games, he is right at the top of the list of people that will get fired mid-season. He will not make it to the bye week.
That's a good call. There's too much talent.
That is a good call. But that's the thing, is that we as a fan base think there's a lot of talent. And I agree. But even like Tiki came on here and said, Carter's not as thick as Tuck was, and he was saying things that like, like he is kind of right. Like Carter is kind of, he's not small by any means, but
it's for speed. He's speed.
It's different. Like I don't know about you guys as a fan. Like shit, dude, I took the Strahan for granted. I took Justin.
I know.
Yeah, we did.
Like them dudes, like
those are two players.
They were awesome players, dude. Like,
Strahan always said he took so much pride in stopping the run, and that's a guy who's got the sack record. That's how good. That's how good he was.
I know.
While stopping the run, by the way. While stopping the run.
Here's a guy that I'm so not confident in. He had a great 2022, and I love this comment. He looks like Lil Mo with the gimpy leg. Geno is old. He has not been the right dude since 2022. He's older. That is true. But they gave him too much money.
He's always been hurt.
Wait, but that's the problem.
I mean, if he's healthy, he's good. But yes, he's always hurt. So there's definitely worry about that.
The Cowboys found a soccer player, and he's the best kicker in the NFL right now.
I'm a little bit concerned about Holland, our new safety.
Oh yeah,
I did. Yeah, and the only reason why is because you get a new player like that, and about him, but you see him from afar because he's playing. But then you start digging into the message boards, you start digging into Miami stuff, and you start reading their comments, and you're like, huh,
It was down here the past 2 years.
Last year was down, and then you're like, I hope that's not a problem, So you're just reading all that, and you're just like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen here, hope he has a change of heart, like feeling better. But I'm optimistic about our secondary because I think the pass rush is gonna get there, right?
That makes everyone better.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes everyone better, but there's just little things like that where it's like, we didn't really address the linebackers at all. We didn't really touch them hardly, and so it's kind of like, okay. That's interesting, see what that's all about, and I hope
we'll create some turnovers. I'll say that.
Yes,
guys, I want to get to one more question, man, and shout out, man, to Pia.
Hey,
shout out. How much faith do you have in Joe
up.
Shane's long-term vision for the team? And Copizzle, I'll start with you first, man. We'll go around.
Well, let me just say, I was done with Joe Shane. I was so done with you. I was like, you know what? Fire him. I was willing to walk into the office with Mara and say, listen, guys,
This ain't working.
This ain't working. Like, we'll just go ahead and just get the hell out of here. That dude slowly but surely won me back over in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was methodical in winning me back over because I looked at his move and like, how like someone you like upsets you and like you kind of look at him side eye and you're like, okay, that was pretty good, and then he does something else, you're like, yeah, that's pretty good too. You just keep going on and on. Then you're like, well, then you look at the draft, you're like, shit, that's really good. Like, I like what you did there. And so especially that first round, because I really wanted Carter and I wanted to find a way to get Dart. Like, I just like Dart. And when he did that, I was like, okay, fucker, I'm back on your train. Like, you and me, pal. Like, we're together. So I will say this: if this year goes bad, I think Shane will throw Dable under the bus. Like,
Yes,
hard. Like,
without a
hey,
doubt.
listen, I think he'll go to mayor and say, "Look, I gave him the groceries. This dude just didn't cook it right."
Yeah.
You know, I think he has a lot to say for what he did, especially coming off the Hard Knocks meltdown shit.
Yeah.
Like that was brutal. You know, with just all that, it got put out there. Barkley goes and does his thing. Like he just looks like a fool, and so that's why I say, back to the original question, like I'm optimistic because honestly, I like what he's done. Like I just like his moves he's made. I see the direction of this team now. He's brought in, he's had 2 drafts, especially when you think of Drew Phillips 2 drafts ago, where they've brought in just physical dudes, like game-changing type dudes, where the rookies are like setting the tone. Cam, physical, even Dart, physical as a quarterback. You see these Abdul Carter, physical, like all these physical players that to me are going to set a tone. And I see the vision now. I don't know if that's necessarily Dable pushing those buttons, but I feel like Shane has went out and got guys that are completely going to change the culture of this team. And that's why I'm optimistic. Dable has not 100% won me back over yet from last season. I have to see that in the games. I have to see that in the halftime adjustments. It seems like a lot of times last year we would play really close in the first half, and then we'd come out after halftime and just get smoked. It's as if the adjustments weren't there. So to me, Shane's won me back over. I'm good to go with him for a little while. Dable has to win me over in the season. Like he has to, because I have.
It's so funny.
He has my respect, but I need to see it at least for first couple months.
It's so funny because we were on the opposite end of the spectrum, like no less than a year ago. We were like, Dable's our guy. Yeah. I don't know about the Shane guy, and now it's flipped, man. It's like now we got the groceries, like you said, and you got to cook. Dable.
So Speed, do you have faith in Joe Shane basically in the long term?
I'm gonna go die on this hill because I always have, and I told you guys, I think now he is doing what he wants to do, as opposed to that. I don't think that was the case before this year. I'd say before the last 2 years, because I think last year he was trying to do his own thing. He didn't fully come to fruition. He let go of Barkley. I think that was part of his plan. I think he stood up and did what he wanted to do now, and I think this is now his plan. And I believe he is a smart guy. I thought it day one. And I'm not going to change right now. I still think that he is a smart guy. I think he knows what he wants to do. I think he's got the right people around him. It's going to suck when we lose our guy Brendan Brown, because I think he's a great GM too. But I think Shane has built a good team around him, and I believe in him. I do believe him. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Glass half full.
That's
right. Yeah.
Hey, but we can all if you take everything out. And you just look at the Giants. If you were dropped in now, you look at their roster, you'd be like, "Hey, that's a pretty decent roster, right?" Like that. You don't look at the schedule. You don't look at anything. You just look at the roster. You're like, he built a pretty good roster.
Right. The schedule is not the GM's fault.
Is there any move that you hated this offseason?
No, he's gotten better every year.
That's what I'm saying. It's like what moves?
Stop with this. You guys are killing me. Joe Shane drafted terrible the first 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
Who the hell is Javarius Owens? That's a soundbite at this point.
Well, he was a 6th round pick.
But still,
you're right. You're right.
I got you. I'm gonna wrap this in a bow. But at the end of the day, guys, it was 2 horrible drafts. We're still questioning Evan Neal. We're still questioning Kayvon Thibodeau as those top picks he has, and they've fallen under the waistline along with the other draft picks. And I think only one probably made it out of that where you can go, okay, well, maybe that one's good, right? And we're still talking about the JMSs of the world, which he drafted, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago within there, right? So let's look at this 2 drafts that he has. To me, it's even. Right now, Joe Shane is even.
2 and 2.
Is it trending?
You're right.
Is it trending upwards? Absolutely. It's trending upward. It looks good. But to sit here to tell me to be like, I have more faith in Joe Shane than Brian Daboll, malarkey. This guy, Brian Daboll, took a team that was Dave Gettleman's, which they were losing, also with an incompetent quarterback in Daniel Jones, and took those guys to the playoffs and won one. You mean to tell me the coach of the year can't coach all of a sudden? Hey, I gave you the groceries guy, but you're not in the cooking it. No, you drafted poorly for the first 2 years, and then you gave me these moldy, these around the corner deli groceries, and I cooked something. It just wasn't enough. Now that you're trending upward, and I finally got my quarterback, and I finally got my scatterboo. I finally got a defensive player in there that can help now, and my own guys around me. Now maybe I can cook a gourmet meal for you. But as far as having faith in the Joe Shane, it's hard for me to say yes right now. It really, really is. It's 2 for 2. He's even and deadlocked right now. But for me to sit here and say Brian Daboll needs to be on a chopping block after we just went through and seen on this own podcast what we said and went through, impossible. You guys are smoking. Mr. Glass half full, I love you.
I never said. The question wasn't. It wasn't comparing. No. It wasn't comparing Daboll and Shane. It was more saying I have faith in Shane. I think Daboll's here because of Dart. I still believe in Daboll too. I'm just saying it's so funny because there was a stark difference of I believed in Daboll 100 times more than I believed in Shane just last year, and that feels like it's flipped now.
We were talking about like how do you shake the GM and keep the coach? How do we work this out?
The perception is Shane has done this. That's the perception. Yes. Like Shane has made this roster what it looks like, and if it fails, it's on Daboll. That's the perception. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's right, Eli. I'm just saying like that's what I think the perception is amongst the whole fan base. And I don't disagree with what you're saying. You're right. He did win Coach of the Year. He absolutely did. And there are some questions. I mean, the Evan Neal pick is that's pretty rough. I mean, at this point,
but we all had really that. Rough. We all had that.
No, we did.
Me and Jeff were slapping hands.
Yeah, we did. We did. But that's why we're not professional general managers. I mean, I mean, what's awful is like if I owned a team, like I'd probably run it like Jerry Jones, like just be truth be told.
I definitely would.
I'd be terrible.
Definitely would.
I would work like I'd be on the field. I'd say, let me call a play. Like fuck it, I pay your bills. So no, I mean, I think the perception though is Eli is that Joe Shane has done his job. Whether it's right or wrong, you're right about the draft picks, and there's no question about it. But I mean, the draft picks that he's made this year, I don't know how they honestly fail. Like, I guess they could fail. I guess Cam could be fumbling all over the place. I guess Carter maybe not, have this hype warranted. Maybe Dart goes out there and just shits the bed. I don't who knows? Like, you're right. Like, it could go bad. But every move he made this past offseason just to me was really, really good. Exceptional. Yeah, like really just a good, solid move. So to me, it's like, okay, now it's Daboll's turn to earn that trust and love and respect back from the fan base. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if I could be way wrong.
I see that point. I hope
Daboll has the same learning curve that Shane had.
Yeah.
Shane
don't you guys think don't you think it's Shane that's going to throw him? Like if it goes bad, like
he was trying to do it last year.
I thought he was going to do it last year.
Yeah, he was trying to do it.
And like that's what sucks about it. It's like I don't want that to happen. I want this. I don't want our new quarterback to go through multiple coaches. I need this thing to work out. Like we need it to work out.
I want them to stay together. They came in together, Shane and Daboll, and I want them to stay together. And Dart, I think, is going to save Daboll's job, or they're just going to work out together. And then I hope they have 10 more years drafting.
I hope so, and winning.
Wouldn't that be awesome? We start just kicking ass.
Come on.
God willing. But guys, man, of course, man, shout out to the 688 people in the building here today. Shout out to Copizzle, man, who left his channel to come over to this engine that could called the New York Revival and blessed us with his talent.
Can you believe I followed Tiki Barber? Like,
yeah, dude.
I
made it.
Tiki Barber opened for
Elvis. Like he opened for me. He curtain jerked for me. Like that's crazy. That's unbelievable. What a dream come true.
Exactly. And of course, man, shout out to the Giants legend himself, friend of the show's our brother Tiki Barber. If you missed him, guys, not only he'll be off later on in the show, did we catch up with super chats?
We just missed this one. We just missed this one.
Oh, shoot, Greg. Our guy, Greg, for real, man. We love you, brother.
Thank you so much, Greg.
That guy,
Yeah,
man.
he's
We
the
gotta get him.
absolute best.
You know what? Him and Bartlett on the show, I think would be amazing too, because he did a great job coming on.
You
as
owe a
well,
lot of
so.
people a lot of things right now.
Yeah, man, we do, man.
We
We love
couldn't
you
do
guys.
this shit without you guys. We
Agreed,
appreciate
man.
everybody.
And yeah, man, like I said, if you guys missed Tiki Barber, go out to the beginning. He was there. That was the surprise Giants legend we had. Of course, he'll be back in the middle of a season, hopefully, for you guys. And we got other special guests lined up for you guys as well. Copizzle was always going to be back. He got the keys to the city, man. But guys, let's wrap up, man. On behalf of my brothers, man, you guys know who they are. That's Mr. Glass Half Full of Nets.
Speed the genius.
I love that.
I love you.
that. It feels like I need something for Copizzle. And of course, the reigning long YouTube channel, the first of its kind. Copizzle was in the building. And of course, my brother El Jefe, the big cojones, the humor god himself. And of course, all his new sketches are out today. Go check him out, man. This guy's killing it. My brother El Jefe. And of course, it's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes. Wait, hold on one second. Hold on. We got another super before we get the hell out of here. Good God, always. This guy's the Spiro of super chats here.
So close.
It's the last.
We're so close.
The last
Bartlett.
one. Last
Guys,
one
every
before he
super
sets us
chat goes to Washington. We're gonna bring home that W, no matter what,
Come on.
man. I want to see you guys eating W's in that parking lot if we win. By the way, actually, once we win. But guys,
I got
let's
a
get out of
couple-
here.
Yeah.
It's your boy
Yeah.
Eli Rax, man. We are done. We potted long enough for you. We love y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace and blessings. Yes, sir.
Go Giants. Let's go.
New
Baby.
York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Wolf High Roll!
Let's go.